All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. They find some open. Latavius Murray. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Now. Kill it, motion me out.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Pois é, Alex, eu tô tentando me acostumar ainda com a conexão, fazendo transmissão. Eu tô errando tudo que é chute nesses jogos.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running, it's Drake.
Ah, não. Ah, caguei tudo.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Vai ser corrida externa de novo. Vou até abrir a DL.
Now a give right side. It's Grant.
Ah, cara.
For a Giant touchdown.
Esse Kenny Drake tá fudido.
Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
They go back to Murray on first down.
Mas esse Murray não consegue cortar ninguém.
Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Aumentar a proteção aqui pra não dar medo. Não, é a proteção que eu quero.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he hits his man, Matthews. Touchdown,
Agora sim.
Detroit. Jordan Matthews.
Eu não vou nem chutar, porque eu tô uma merda nesse chute. Eu vou pra segunda descida. Até porque aí eu fico um TD na frente, se eu conseguir. É melhor que chute nessa situação. Olha, ele me deu a jogada.
Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Tá, eu vou ter que ir pro tackle conservador para parar de tomar corte do Kenny Drake, porque tá difícil.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They will run with Grant.
Esse motion dele bagunçou minha defesa toda. Então.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
É isso mesmo que eu quero, até como conservador.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? 3 bucks. 61, Matchbox Lights. Watch twist. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
O negócio é que ele vai correr com essas... Eu vou para 3-4 mesmo. Eu tenho que aumentar... Não dá para ficar no personnel leve, ele correndo tanto. Aí... Eu vou ter que jogar a base 3-4. Mesmo quando ele me dá a situação de níquel.
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that's complete to Cooks. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yards.
Okay.
Mas eu tô muito mal com isso. Tô bolando antecipação.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Undercut. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Let's go. X3. 218. Chopper. Get that ball. Switch. 57. Mike. 57. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Rock it. Get that quarterback. He's coming. They're going.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's
para. Tem em cima do outro defensor.
Giants. Julio Jones.
O Julio Jones também, esse bicho aí.
Is winding down as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The final shot before half for Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now, Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Tem que ir para 3-4.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
2. Right back to Drake.
It's right back to Drake.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Two draw quarters. Hey, orbit.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones.
Tá nesse... tem que jogar em cover 2 com situação de terceira descida, então.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Check 26, check 26. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Ready, ready. 30 base. Team showed up.
He'll look to throw.
Boa. Agora sim.
Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Pior é que a option ficou livre lá. Não, ficou não, ainda bem. Eu não sei se é interpretação.
Despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 22. On 1st down, Murray. Murray has the first down.
Murray, você não corta, mas corre.
And finally taken down at the 15. It's a gain of 35.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They run with Murray.
Pô, mas também meu guarda não sai do double team.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Fazer isso aqui, ó. Só tô com medo da blitz dele, mas vai. Bora. Boa, Murray. Salvou. Ainda bem que ele não veio na blitz.
With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They go back to Grant.
Agora sim.
Down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Come. Check 3, check 3. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this.
Latavius Murray.
Opa, agora corre, Murray. Só correr.
Touchdown, Detroit. Latavius Murray, 57 yards. And the Lions are able to extend
Quando ganha
their
o perímetro
lead.
assim, é muito difícil parar uma corrida.
I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Right. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Agora eu vou me preocupar um pouco mais com o passe, porque está em situação de passe. Ele está em pouco tempo no relógio. Ainda tem esse Julio Jones desgraçado aí. O bicho vai encher o saco agora.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, it's Grant. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on
Boa
any
corrida
football
dele.
team. Defensive tackles, because we
Ele bagunça a defesa toda quando ele puxa esse motion.
people to make tackles, but when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a first down
Pode correr, Deus posso de bola.
at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards.
Quero que ele corra.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Check. Lucky.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking downfield for Jones.
Que não.
And this is intercepted.
Não vai explorar a hole não. Essa coxa não vai entrar. Tô com meu user pra isso.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
Opa, se jogou.
No, I don't. Especially
Ali foi simulação, certeza.
Because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock. And make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From the midfield strike, they look to throw.
Ah, que porrada. Eu sabia que vinha essa blitz, eu queria queimar ela. Não queria correr em cima dela, mas foi uma decisão ruim. Melhor se eu tivesse corrido mesmo, queimar o relógio dele. Melhor que você vai queimar timeout. Opa! Esses bloqueios estão bons, hein, Murray? Vou pagar a coca no final do jogo.
Latavius Murray, 50 yards, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200
perímetro você não pega não. Pode até ganhar mais jardas, mas eu não posso deixar ele pegar sideline não.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out."
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Check nickel. Hey, seam 6. Yep.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds the tight end,
Sim.
Reed. They'll get 9
Pegou a
there.
bola, caiu
That
dentro
sets
de
them up
campo.
better for third down.
Hey, box truck. Alert, 6-6, pull it high. No.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked
Era
multiple
pra ter sido outra
times. We've seen the
interceptação. Eu
interceptions,
vacilei
of
com o meu
course.
user.
He's really been through
Tá
the
mais pra
ringer,
mim do que
hasn't
pra
he?
ele.
What we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Kill. Fresno.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Boa, me salvou, porque era uma interceptação de novo e eu vacilei. Vamos ver se ele vai pedir timeout, né? Se ele não pedir timeout, a gente ajoelha. Acabou o jogo. Se ele pedir timeout, a pessoa não faz down.
On
Ah, vacilei. Agora o double team funcionou, né? Agora você sai do double team. Então. Acabou o jogo. Valeu, pessoal.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Lions, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
O rating perfeito do Aaron Rodgers. Muito bom.